The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is consulting lawmakers over possible amendments to the fixed-term law. AFP spokesperson Colonel Medel Aguilar told 1PH that they are looking to amend the law to enable commanders to designate subordinates as successors. Aguilar said this is to ensure continuity in the AFP's programs. Republic Act 11709 grants a fixed 3-year term for key AFP officials regardless if they are near mandatory retirement age of 56. This law also gives the sitting president the power to terminate a particular term, as in the case of former AFP Chief Bartolome Bacaro, who was replaced after just 5 months in office.
Palagay namin, siyempre, kung may pagbabago po sa simple na sitwasyon, may pagbabago sa threat situation, then probably we should give the appointing authority the flexibility to choose who among his people or subordinates should lead the armed forces of the Philippines down the line.
Death toll from floods caused by recent weather conditions has climbed to 20. Most of the fatalities were from eastern Visayas. At least 8 people were injured while 1 is still missing. Around 500,000 people over 11 regions were also affected by floods since the beginning of the year. Incessant rains from low-pressure areas and effects of the shear line and the northeast monsoon have caused flooding in several areas in Visayas and Mindanao. Combined damage to agriculture and infrastructure is estimated at around 420 million pesos. A state of calamity has also been declared in eastern Samar and 7 other cities and municipalities. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Bureau of Customs is beefing up its operations against smuggled agricultural goods, particularly onions, which has become more expensive nowadays. Here's the report.
With onions costing hundreds of pesos per kilo, Bella, a carinderia owner, has resorted to cooking without it, just to keep her business afloat.
Dinadagdagan ko ng bawang tsaka luya. Mahal talaga ang sibuyas. Talagang mahal. Hindi ko talaga kaya. Sa tagal ko nagtitinda ng pagkain. Ngayon lang talaga ayaw ko talagang gumamit ng sibuyas dahil sa mahal.
Over at Nepa Q-Mart, retailers are also complaining about onion prices, which are currently at 340 to 350 pesos per kilo. They usually sell around 300 kilos per day. But with onions being expensive nowadays, they are able to sell only around 50 kilos daily. This cuts their earnings from the usual 1,500 pesos to 500 pesos.
Matumal po. Kasi po yung nagmahal po siya, tumaas po, tapos nagre-reklamo po yung mga namimili. Parang hinahawakan na lang po nila tapos pagka aalis, yung ganyan.
For its part, the Bureau of Customs is beefing up its campaign against agricultural product smuggling. The agency claims they have confiscated some 700 billion pesos worth of onions since last year. Their largest haul took place last November and amounted to 197 million pesos.
Base po dun sa datos natin, ngayong taong 2022 po, nitong nakaraang taon na 2022, umabot po ito ng 709 seizure cases po tayo. Pagdating po sa lahat ng mga agri-products. Nitong last November to dumating, tapos upon lodgement po ng goods declaration, we found out na ito po ay it's an examiner initiative po and yung sa intelligence operatives natin po, kaya po na-alerto tayo.
Despite proposals for smuggled onions to be sold in markets, the Bureau of Customs remains firm that the confiscated goods will be disposed of instead. This is because smuggled items have not gone through the proper sanitation and quality checks. The agency also calls on the public to report any information on smuggled agricultural products.
Pop superstar Taylor Swift shocked fans after she went on stage at the 1975's London concert. Wearing a metallic mini dress, Swift made the O2 Arena shimmer as she performed her hit Anti-Hero live for the first time. The pop star also sang a cover of the 1975 song This City. Taylor is set to begin her much-awaited Eras tour this year with international dates yet to be announced. Meanwhile, the 1975 is set to perform twice in Manila in May for At Their Very Best tour. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now. www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.